Hey y'all. So, I like to think I'm more of a one-trick pony, and of course I like to talk about all the different kinds of things, but one thing that I really like, I guess I'm interested in the most, is just human nature in general, because people are weird, and I'm sorry, there's a hair. But I have like a little short list. Yes, it's written on an envelope. Because I inhaled too hard. Because of course it's written on an envelope because why is my brain skipping? I'm sorry. Because I had nothing else to grab. Well, people are weird. And God, like if you ever seen the meme, the brain named itself, like it takes you a while for it to sink in, but then you realize, like, oh, yes, it did. Now, one thing I'm always interested in space. I watch space videos before I go to bed, and I remember when I took astronomy in high school, like, yes, I had an astronomy class. It was so awesome. It was so fucking awesome. But my teacher had mentioned something that I forget who had said it initially, but the Milky Way was called the seam of the heavens or something like that, like as if it was spilling out of seams and clothes. And I just think that's really cool, like as if there's something above that. Is that a question? Like, of course I'm weird. Humans are weird, and I am a human, therefore I'm weird. And then, of course, there's all this, but like, that's on another level. What I mean by humans are weird is that we do weird things. And I was really thinking about this because I saw Kanye West. Like, I was so fucking pissed that I missed him. He came to South Carolina. I think he came to Charleston, and like, no, he was in North Charleston. That's probably why he was wearing the bulletproof vest. But if y'all are local, that makes sense. But so I'm miffed I didn't get to see Kanye, but Kanye was talking about like how he was almost aborted and how he almost murdered his daughter or killed his daughter. I think that was the exact words. That shit just like his primal screams of anguish. Let's see this comment real quick. Weird. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, Kanye. It really made me think about his mental state and just the human condition in general. Because, well, of course, I'm sorry, I'm kind of like, my brain is always running at 1,000,000 miles per minute, and my mouth cannot catch up, especially because it is almost 9 o'clock, and y'all know what that means. It means my brain just it shuts off for the night. I'm also hella thirsty. I'm sorry, but my dog just came in and that scared me. Like, we're all eventually going to have one form of mental illness, one way or another, whether it be depression, anxiety, depersonalization, derealization, which I felt that before. And I'm an open book. I'll talk to anyone about anything, kind of what others might seem personal. Of course, I do have my boundaries, and they're weird boundaries because, like, I don't even like showing my shoulders, but I also like wearing off the top shoulders because I'm the hypocrite. Whatever. So, what it feels like when you have either depersonalization or derealization, it's different, of course, for each thing, because derealization makes you feel like you're not in like reality, and depersonalization makes you feel like you're not real. And I think I had derealization. They're very intertwined, but now this period in time, I was being bullied, and then let's just say false CPS report. That's all you really need to know. And then all this other shit, just like going from a really small school to a much larger school, and just the stresses from that. And, you know, I was also a hormonal preteen, and then all the other horrible shit going on in my life. Like, I think it was also just around the recession too, so fun times. But what it feels like, for at least for me, I felt like I was in a video game, like looking above myself, as if like I saw it my eyes, but my mind's eye kind of saw like me floating above myself, and it felt weird, but oddly comforting because it made you kind of like it really made you take a step back. Yeah, I guess. And I've always felt like people are uh, a result of their environment, and I love this phrase. This one I initially heard for health, but it kind of goes for anything really. The initial I whistled. The initial analogy was genetics loads the load. Genetics is the gun, and lifestyle is the bullet. And I feel like that analogy can kind of morph for other things, like your environment might be the gun, but what you do, I guess, could be the bullet. You know what I mean? Yes, Margaret Sanger. But oh, what was I about to say? So I haven't really had any kind of like it's not like an out of body experience. It's like the feeling of deep derealization in a good while. But when I'm really stressful, it might hit me for a second, and like if I'm in a really stressful situation, um, it might hit me for a second, and it just might kind of come and go. Like I might just kind of feel like looking at my hands or looking at a clock on the wall, and like just trying to snap back. I see what y'all are doing. Well, yeah, shit's weird. Apparently, you might have since I forget what the fucking numbers are because of the genetic lottery. You might have like 7 fucking doppelgangers walking the earth because there's 7 million people or 7 billion, whatever the fucking number is. I don't know. It's too late at night. Y'all know I'm an old lady when 8:57 Eastern time is too fucking late for me. No, there's no alcohol in here. I wouldn't be chugging it like that. Or so easily, at least. Well, I feel that. Head empty. Do what do? All right. So another thing I like to make a lot of analogies for in life. Honestly, that seems like a question that would just bring so many fucking answers. Like, if people were neutered, I feel like shit would be so dull, and like of course things wouldn't be as violent or crazy or wild, but then people wouldn't I think feel as strongly, and I feel like maybe people would feel just mellowed out, or I don't know, I can't answer that question. Because like with dogs and cats and shit, it makes their behavior better, but with humans, I don't know. Yeah, I feel that. So with a lot of things in modern life, I'm sorry, my brain's really skipping because I don't know how to connect these dots. I just kind of like have bullet points in my brain. Okay, one thing I actually do need to talk about. It's a major fucking shower thought, but imagine if there was like a career where you could like be someone's pet. It's kind of like the real cat girl thing, like of course. Cuz like imagine if you could like rent a cat girl or like rent a lolly or something. And is that like oh, is that Myers-Briggs? Yeah, I've done that. I'm an IN. Why don't we do this? Why don't we do this? Create more jobs. More jobs. Everything falls back to politics in my brain. Fuck me. Fuck. I mean, if there's a market for that, fucking rent that market. No, INFJ. My brain kind of stuttered, and I just completely left off the last letter. INFJ. So, I'm also an Aquarius, if y'all didn't know, because my birthday was January. So, I like to think about, with the modern human, what kind of roles do we fulfill that we've done as nomadic or primordial man? You know what I mean? Like, for instance, women have better, have like a wider field of view because, you know, okay. So, like, men have better spatial reasoning and can, like, it's better with distance and shit. Women have better color vision, and that's all because, like, hunter-gatherers, women were picking the berries, and they knew which one was ripe exactly and which one wasn't just ripe yet or whatever. Because I know that when it's May and berry picking season, I fucking love, like, what wild blackberries grow here, and so I always go all out in, like, the last or the middle to last 2 weeks of May, because that's just when they're always perfect. But oh god. And of course, men are better at, like, distance and spatial reasoning and being able to, like, calculate how they'll need to throw the spear or whatever, because they were hunters. And I like to think about this as it pertains to modern day, because, you know, gender roles. But for instance, women, when they are about to give birth, have the nesting instinct. They want to clean their house and everything. As if I haven't already. Trust me. Once it touches you, it never leaves. Like, I like to listen to a lot of Jordan Peterson, and when Joe Rogan gets all, like, psychonaut and, like, metaphysical and shit, Alex Jones, whatever. But because, of course, I have always been interested in psychology because, you know, not everyone's life is perfect. Shit happens to people at a young age, especially. You know, like, for instance, I know a lot of Gen Zers, a lot of Zoomers had grown up too fast or had to take care of parents, because a lot of us were kids during the recession, and a lot of us remember all the doom and gloom on the TV. Oh, people losing their houses. Oh, people being homeless, etc., etc. I hate e-reading, and I don't like reading in general as much. I know it's kind of weird because I like language and kind of like literature, and I don't know. Like, reading feels like it could be in my aesthetic, but thanks to public education, I fucking hate reading. And I've always been a relatively good reader. I'm a slow reader, but I have a high lexile. Of course, my hair is so knotted. It's still wet from when I took a shower this morning. Fuck. But I hate reading on a monitor. I'd rather read on paper in, like, moderate to low light, because light colored eyes, photosensitive, that tends to happen. And thanks to public schools, reading fucking sucks for an entire generation. But I don't know if I want to go down that route. Yes, it has. Because I feel like it misplaces a role that people are supposed to fulfill in their life, honestly. Because I know I try to use the internet as, like, my own personal archive, because, like, I grew up in, like, the mid-early internet, you know, early 2000s internet, back when YouTube had the yellow subscribe button and you can video reply people, and the downvote buttons on comments actually did something. But back then, I didn't really interact with people. Everything was single player. Everything was, you know, you and you alone, or you and a computer. So it never felt like I was interacting with people. But then now that social media is a thing outside of like YouTube, because it's always been there, and like Daily Motion that was older than YouTube and shit. I never liked Daily Motion, but I feel like it's just displaced a thing that's supposed to be in people's lives, and people go way too far with it. Like, I know I can leave the house without my phone, and I do it often, and my family doesn't like it because I'll go like walking down the road or something, and they're like, someone could pick you up and take you. But yeah, other than that, I ramble, can you tell? Jordan Peterson, I love them. Not only is he so handsome, but also he's just like so humble and genuine. And I feel like if I ever met Jordan Peterson, I would break down crying. I don't know these abbreviations. I don't know. That means ban YouTube too. So like, be careful what you wish for. I know. At least my generation, for me. What am I saying? The kids that grew up on the internet, at least in this general vicinity of mine. Okay. Final Fantasy VII, I see. Oh, Carl Jung? Oh, rip. I'm dumb. But about forums, I was always too intimidated to go on them because kids really shouldn't be on the internet. Don't you know I'm an old lady in a fucking young woman's body? This is the most evidence you need. Just kidding. It's because I knit. No, it's because I wear sweaters indoors. Because I wear sweaters in the summertime. I guess that relates back to humans are weird. See? I don't know. I just spotted the little American flag in front of the thing, and I was just like, I want to wave it around. Because MAGA, motherfucker. Oh. Also, on the top, my AC just spit on me. It just went. My air conditioning unit spit on me. Well, fuck. Everything seems to get weird around here. On the topic of good and evil, I know, big, but have y'all ever seen the movie The Bad Seed? It's a black and white movie, and it's really good. It's kind of like, I guess its newer incarnation would be like Orphan, which I also like that movie. I'm not going to spoil either. Well, I'm not going to spoil Orphan because that's at least the newer movie. It came out in 2012? But it's essentially, well, no, Orphan has a weird spin. But so The Bad Seed, black and white movie from, I got to look it up, I don't know when. But there's a little girl named Rhoda, and something's not quite right with her. She's just sweet and loving, and people seem to die around her. Oh well. With Esther. Yeah. I like that movie. But it might not be the best movie. I like the premise at least. And she wears Lolita, so of course I'm gonna like it. Okay, well I'll spoil it then because none of you are probably gonna look it up. But it is a very good movie, I must say. And it's come on TV a few times, and that's where I've seen it. And don't chase the cat, Milo. I saw you. And you're gonna piss on something too now that I yelled at you. Come here, you little shit. So, Rhoda is this girl with these little braids over her ears and these weird devilish pointy eyebrows and this crazy look in her eye. And so, I don't know where exactly to start. Well, it starts out when Rhoda gets jealous of this little kid who won a medal at school, and she fucking kills him for the medal. And then her mom, boy, I swear to God, if you mess with that cat. Well, anyway, swear to God. But I'm distracting myself. I'm very sorry, y'all. But Rhoda is a bad, bad little girl. And she also killed another old lady that was just kind of dropped in the movie. It was like never really mentioned, but they had like items from the thing that she wanted from the old lady. Well, and then she kills another guy. And then her mom has like this family tree revelation. I don't know. I think she was adopted or something. And in fact, it was found out that her mom was like a crazy fucking bipolar, schizophrenic, whatever the fuck. I don't think it was really mentioned. I didn't pay attention that much at that point. But so she's like, did I give birth to an evil child? Can mental illness be passed on? You know? And I love the mom because like outside of this, I guess at this point the acting wasn't that stilted in Hollywood, but she might have a whiny voice. I'll give her that. I'll admit. But she just really just nails it with the real heart and the soul in it. And she's really she's surprisingly chill about her daughter killing 3 people. And she's like 8 years old. And like, okay, she does fucking lose her mind. I will say that. But initially she was like, we're going to get through this. It's going to be okay. And then she tries to fucking, I don't want to spoil the ending for y'all because it is a good movie. But Rhoda gets what's coming to her. But the best fucking part is the credits. I'm not saying that because it's a bad movie or anything. I mean, when they have the credits rolling, they have the cast come out and take their bows and everything, and do their little thing. And when Rhoda's mom pops up, right at the very end, she goes, "Now you," and she walks over, and Rhoda's sitting on the couch, and she pulls her over her knee and starts slapping the shit out of her ass. And I'm just like, yes! Like, once you watch the whole movie and you get to that point, it's like such catharsis. This exactly. And so, of course, that movie's a really interesting dive into, like, evil children. Why are kids so fucking evil? Like, the reason why I don't babysit anymore is because I had 2 8-year-old girls try to stick their fingers in my ass. Long story short, I'm never fucking babysitting again. If you've gotten this far. I know I love dropping like this crazy shit that's happened in my life and just completely skidding past it like I didn't just say that. People are weird. And there's something in my fucking eye. I'm sorry. My face is hurting from laughing so much. I guess it means I don't laugh enough. Oh, God. Oh, gosh. Can y'all hear that? Hold on. That's my jaw. Who have you been blowing? I know. Obvious joke. But, so, along with my other list of health problems, I also have a thin and misshapen jawbone. And it's called TMJ, temporal mandibular joint, right here. Temporal mandibular, this is maxilla joint. And shit hurts. Had it for a good while now. What? I mean, I guess when it comes to the movie, there's one that's like an off-screen kill. Well, technically they're all off-screen kills because they don't have this kind of special effects in the 50s, I guess. But it's a classy movie. It's a classy horror movie. But one was mentioned. Another one You hear it. You can hear the screams because man was lit on fire. Bad girl. She's a bad girl. She's a very fucking bad girl. And God, what happened to the other one? He was beaten to death by a shoe. And then I think drowned or something. Or pushed into the pond or whatever. And Rhoda gets what's coming to her in some of the most satisfactory ways. Like, such satisfying ways does she get what she fucking deserves. Because when you watch the movie, it's like, that kid is sickeningly sweet. Like, this ain't it. She... And then, I think she tries to kill the mom. The mom tried to kill herself. But she doesn't. I think she tried to kill her dad, too. But I think he lives. No, I don't think she tried. I don't know. It's been a hot minute since I've seen this movie. Oh gosh, I think I'm out of water. I am not. Now I am. So I think I might have to end that there. I kind of didn't get to talk about everything on my list. I'll tell you the list. Just brains, perception, just basic ass shit. Nomadic humans, space, human nature, gender roles, good and evil. Why do we hurt others? And then, of course, depersonalization, realization, blah, blah, blah. So, I think I might peace out. Oh, shit, it's already after 9 o'clock. I think I'm going to make myself a peanut butter and jelly sandwich with some lactose-free chocolate milk because I'm lactose intolerant. Why do I have so many fucking problems? Like, I'm too young for this. That's why I'm an old lady in a young woman's body. Hip dysplasia, scoliosis, spina bifida, MTHFR, jaw problems. Why is everything fucking wrong with me? Space Force. Pew pew. Why did the fucking emoji have to change? That's all I'm gonna say. Okay. I think I'm gonna peace out now. Oh, I'm starting to burp. I'm very sorry. I'm so ladylike, apparently. And I'm so eloquent, also. Me saying like every fucking 10 minutes. Well, anyway. Bye. Subscribe, please, so I don't get lost in the algorithm and I can do more stuff on YouTube. Subscribe, motherfucker. God damn it. Okay, bye. Sorry.